about a common thought experiment that's used to come up with business ideas. So this one's called Wouldn't It Be Great If? So the way that this works is it's just like a thought experiment. So you're gonna start with the phrase, wouldn't it be great if? And then it's a blank. So it's up to you to answer that question. So really you go from there. Answer that question yourself. Try to think of something that would be awesome if it were true. It could be really anything. It could be a price thing, a convenience thing. You could imagine it'd be great if I didn't have to do this because it was much easier. You could think of I do this all the time. Wouldn't it be great if the price was significantly reduced? You could think of I do this all the time. I wish it took fewer or less time. And it'd be great if it took half as much time. A lot of times you compare this with the 5 types of innovation we covered. Obviously there's other types of innovation. This is an easy way of getting towards this, but this should be something you can answer on your own without actually looking at any of the guides we have. Primarily what we're doing when we do this is we're looking for a benefit-based business. Now remember, we have problem-based businesses and benefits-based. Problems are solving problems, and benefits were offering something that was enabling or value-adding on top of what someone is already capable of doing. Benefits, remember, we're not really solving a problem. They're more of this is really nice to have, and problems are more we need to have this. Benefits-based businesses are tough to flesh out because they almost rely entirely on your imagination. So to help you get through this, let's use an example. This is an example everyone's probably familiar with, but you didn't know this is actually how they started. So Uber. Uber actually started their business by using this thought experiment. A lot of you guys think they had to solve a problem. The problem was taxis were too expensive, taxis were not cashless, taxis were annoying. Yeah, all these things are true, but that's not why Travis and Garrett Camp started this. The story actually behind they started it is actually the case that they were in San Francisco. They were both wealthy and successful past founders. Garrett started StumbleUpon and Travis, I don't remember what he did. And they had grown accustomed to driving around in limousines. And obviously rich people do that. They ride in black cars and limousines. They're having lunch and they did the thought experiment. Wouldn't it be great if I could just order a limo from my phone? That is literally the beginning of Uber. Specifically, they said something along the lines of I want to be ballin' in SF. Basically, they thought it'd be really cool. They could pull up their phone at lunch, call a limo, have it show up, they jump in. Wouldn't it be impressive? Wouldn't that be really cool? Like most big businesses, they didn't actually know what they were setting out to do. They first did that first step, realized that technology worked really well, and then they started applying it to other things. That's a common theme in this course and in business in general. So the key way that this works is that you say great. Now great is a very strong word. It means that you can get excited about this. If you can get excited about this, other people can get excited about this. If that's the case, then the only question is whether or not you can pull it off. If you can pull it off, then people are going to be excited about it. So in order to do this, pull out a piece of paper, you have your scratch pad, you can flip over the other worksheets we have. Right at the top, wouldn't it be great if, and then put, 1 through 10, and just write them out, right? Wouldn't it be great if this? Now it could be really anything. Wouldn't it be great if I could do this? Wouldn't it be great if this were available? Wouldn't it be great if I could get this task done in a fraction of the time? Wouldn't it be great if I didn't have to do my laundry? Wouldn't it be great if I had a way of not forgetting birthdays, etc., etc.? Okay, I'll do it myself, and I'll show you some of the examples I would use just on the fly. I have a doctor's appointment in an hour. Wouldn't it be great if I didn't have to go to the doctor's office and I could just do this over Skype? Okay, that'd be amazing. It'd save me a lot of time. I know a lot of other people would like to do that, especially for routine checkups. Now the question is, can you make that work? There are some startups trying to do that, but they're not doing it very well. They're not really specifically targeting what I just mentioned. So that's an opportunity. Wouldn't it be great, as I'm filming this, to be able to look at my computer and see what I see? Currently with camera technology, it's such the case that I can do that with pictures, but not with video. Personally, I'm someone who likes to monitor myself while I'm recording. If anybody's used the screencast software ScreenFlow, very popular screencast software, what they allow you to do is film yourself and film a screencast. I'll use these later in the course if you haven't noticed. And it allows you to put your facial image on the screen in your recording. One thing ScreenFlow does not allow you to do is see yourself while you're recording, and that's a huge problem. People complain about it all the time. Again, some people think it's a luxury, but it's something that you can make and people probably buy. I'll keep going with it. Wouldn't it be great if when you and a client are trying to figure out a time to talk, all I have to do is plug in my preferences into some sheet, and they plug in their preferences, and it automatically matches up, and it would accommodate for time zones. All I can say is something like, I'm available to talk through this time, use the appointments I already have, prefer to talk in this time, prefer to talk in this chunk of time, and I prefer to talk within 2 days, or something like that. They put it in, and this thing could do it for us. That'd be amazing, because 99% of the time, we have to go back and forth. How about this time? Oh, sorry, I missed your email. How about this time? Oh, sorry, I missed your email. Oh, did we get the time wrong because the time zone? It's something that's just annoying. I mean, it's one of those things that works perfectly fine, and there are systems out there, but I just want something that's a one-step solution. If you made just 3 things I just covered, I'd be living in dreamland. The world would be significantly better. So do it yourself. Write it out. Really anything. You can go on this for days, right? And then once you have it written out, the only question past that point is, can I actually pull this off? Read it and go, is this something I could do? You might have to do some research to figure out how complicated it is, or whether other people are already doing it, you're just not aware of the service. But for the most part, if you list out everything, you should have 3 or 4 at least that actually look like potential opportunities. You just need to figure out whether or not you can pull it off. Past that, you just need to establish that other people have the same problem, they feel the same way. Typically they do, but sometimes you might find that you have an unpopular opinion. You're bothered by doing this. Maybe I might find out that some people enjoy going to the doctor's office. It's possible, but do some basic research. That's how you round this out. Okay, guys, use this one. Incredibly effective. Helps you pretty much every time you come up with some basic business ideas, and especially some ambitious ones as well. Questions, clarifications, post in the group discussion. Otherwise, see you next lecture.